Okay, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video. In today's video, we're back for Oshi no Ko episode 9. The break is over, the week-long break that felt like an eternity is over, and we're back for another episode of Oshi no Ko. This one should be really interesting because we're going to have to find out how Aqua reacts to Akane's sudden drastic personality change. I just want to say up front, my god, I thank you guys for the support on my recent Oshi no Ko content. Oh my god. You guys are going crazy with it. And I appreciate every one of you that comments, that likes, that just watches the videos. I don't know. It's a very weird feeling to, have people actually watch and indulge in the things that I make, and to see people enjoy stuff as much as I do. It's a great feeling and a weird one at the same time, if that makes any sense. But I just want to say thank you all for watching. I'm glad we could take this journey through this amazing show together. So, before the break, in the previous episode, we saw Akane make her return, and that is where we are going to pick up with this episode. So, without further ado, let's hop right into episode 9. Random side note, I'm so hyped to be back, man. Sorry, that's totally out of nowhere while I'm watching the opening, but I'm so hyped to be back. Yeah, we found out that she's a stage actor. Ooh, that visualization is crazy. Yeah. Oh, less of a reaction than I was expecting, to be honest. I thought, I don't know what I was expecting, because Aqua's pretty good at bottling up all his feelings, but I expected a little something more. Maybe we'll see more of it later, but that was very mild for what I was expecting, if I'm being completely honest. Whoa. Just like I. Yeah. Pretty crazy how quickly she can do that. Oh, he had no problem doing exactly what she said. It's definitely affecting him. Definitely. It's almost instinctual that he wants to treat her like I. This is very interesting. I'm so intrigued to see how this all plays out. That seriously is his type. Oh, he is sweating bullets. Oh, he is. Ooh, he is struggling to keep a straight face right now. Wow. That is just... That is how quickly and how strongly her presence is now affecting him. Within a few... they've been in this room for maybe a few minutes. At this point, it seems like he totally sees her as if she's I. He can't... It seems like he can't even differentiate the two. I mean, obviously he knows they're different people, but she's acting so much like her right now that I think it's caught him seriously off guard. You're dead serious. He dipped real quick. It's been a few minutes. She dropped the act. Oh yeah, the eyes are gone too. The second she dropped the act, the eyes were gone. That's another thing that I was curious about. The qualifications to receive the eyes, which someone pointed out in a comment, it's kind of a funny pun, because eye is the Japanese word for love, and it's also the English word for eyes. And in her eyes is where the stars are, and that's a big detail that they're showing. So it's eyes, eye. It's a funny language pun, I guess. But yeah, I'm still curious at what qualifies people to have both her eyes, because Ruby and Aqua both have one of the eyes. If we're to consider both of them halves of eye, I wonder what they have to achieve to get both of their eyes to have the stars, and so maybe they need to encompass more about her. I really don't know. I'm not very good about theorizing about kind of stuff like this. So if you have better insight in the comments, I would love to hear it. Until I see that, I don't really know what it means. I will try my best to figure it out as we go forward in this episode. Ooh. Even if it's behind the scenes. Kana doesn't like it. Of course she doesn't like it. She is so jealous. It is so apparent. Even Ruby! Whoa. That is... Even Ruby was straight up just said mama. That is how perfectly Akane exemplified Ai's personality and her mannerisms. That's pretty crazy to do something like that after like one night of studying her. Like, that's pretty insane. She was very shielded about her true personality. Especially to her kids. He really doesn't know what to think of his love for her. Because it's hard to say whether it's a relationship romantical love, or if he thinks of her as a like motherly love, or... I don't know. It's really hard to tell. I've also seen within his comments, a guy who I've mentioned before, James Fern, who comments on like basically every one of my Oshi no Ko videos with amazing insight to every episode. He's talked about how he can tell that Aqua can't seem to find the line between being Ai's fan, Ai being his mother, or him having some kind of romantical love towards her. He can't seem to that line is very blurred for him, and now he's being forced to directly confront those feelings that he is completely unsure about. Yeah, Kana probably doesn't like to hear this. That's so random. That is so random. Saying we're the worst with the biggest grin on her face. She is beyond happy about this. This is probably gonna... Some people are probably not gonna agree with this, but at this point in the show, I think Kana is still my favorite. Akane is great, but I think at this point, if I had to pick a favorite, it would probably still be Kana. She made a very strong impression in the first couple of episodes, and it's just stuck with me as the show's continued. I think she's still one of my favorite characters. Mm-hmm. Sure. Oh no! Escaping from the prison known as school. I love the quality of this episode. I mean, obviously they took a week break. I don't know if that's because the show's only 11 episodes and so they want to fill out the 12 episode span, or if they wanted to focus more on adding more quality to the episodes. I hope both are the case, because I would love for this show to finish with amazing quality like it's had for the entire season. And currently it's doing that. The outlines and like character details this episode have looked really beautiful. I mean, every episode of this show has looked really beautiful, but this one looks really good, especially. It chucked it like a mile away from him. Yeah, I love how they call it a sister conflict, but he's definitely just like really protective of her after what happened to Ai. Catch it! Aww. Look at just this casual throwing animation is so clean. Hmm. Really? So, okay. This is another thing that James talked about in his comments, which is just crazy to me that he was able to analyze all this like way before any of this was discussed. So, good on him. He talked about how Aqua, while he may say that he's in the body and the mind of like an older guy, in reality, he is quite literally going through the stages of life all over again. And he's feeling everything that they feel and growing up like a person would, and it's changing his mind as a byproduct of what he's going through. And as he's saying here, he had infantile amnesia. I guess that means he doesn't remember a lot of the stuff from when he was a newborn baby, even though he had consciousness at that time. That's actually really interesting, because he was fully conscious as a baby, him and Ruby both. But if what he's saying there is true, it means even if he was fully conscious, he still doesn't remember some of it. I didn't even think of that as a possibility. That's a cool detail. And now he's saying, obviously, during puberty, it's like people are very self-conscious about themselves. And, I mean, wow. That's crazy. So he's literally going through a second life. And even if his mind is an adult, it's still affecting him. The boundary between me and Aqua, yep, he's actually slowly becoming Aqua and not his old self. Hmm. So is this the show and manga's way of justifying Aqua getting with one of these girls? Just trying to explain how he is actually a teenager now and not a however old doctor? It's still a little strange, but I can understand the rationale here. I mean, it makes sense that his mind is quite literally turning into that of a teenager. The line between his old self and his new self is getting blurrier and blurrier, and it's harder for him to discern what about him was his old self and what about him is his new self. It makes sense, albeit it's a little weird, but I can see where they're coming from. She is literally a year older than him. Oh, she's also older. Turned really sour really quickly. Okay, you don't gotta say it like that. I love the quality on that drawing, but that line was very, very innuendo-filled. So now he's able to put those feelings behind him, so he can act normally. Yeah. Oh! Oh my god, that is, the fact that she just assumed that. I mean, I honestly don't think it's too far of a stretch given what we saw in the last episode with her in-depth research and how in-depth the research is. Even if that secret was buried to the ocean floor, I'm sure she can make an assumption based off of the things that I did or some of the actions she took. I mean, I'm sure she could make an assumption that that time where she was away for health reasons was to have children. I'm sure if anybody did enough digging, you might be able to assume that. It's definitely not beyond Akane to make that assumption, given how good her detective abilities are that we found in the last episode. That's so crazy, she just came out and got it right like that. Yeah, but you're wrong, he has actually 2 children. How is this going to affect him? I wish she lived her life to what kind of guy she was into. I think I have it pretty much figured out. Is he gonna use her? Oh, look at that eye! Look at his eye! Is he gonna use her to try and figure out who the dad is? Oh, is this the finale? Them two? Oh, she rejected him. Yeah, he really did not care for that. He was just singing her a song. She rejected him and he got the hell out of there. Sorry, I was looking at the visuals mostly. I want to go back and make sure I got all the information that he was saying. But Akane did it pretty quickly. And she didn't even live with her. He's definitely gonna use her in some way. That eye gave away everything that I need to know about what his plans are. The change in color especially. Oh! Oh! Wait! No way! Oh my god! Actually happened! And this whole, like, happy moment's going on while he's saying, I'm going to use her. That is wild. That is wild. That is some Ayana Koji type shit right there. Like, in all honesty. Just using people without remorse. That is some Ayana Koji type. There's no stars in her eyes there. The stars disappeared after the kiss. I wonder if that's supposed to be... That's supposed to mean something. Yeah, I kinda saw that. What? Look at, like, all their outfits. Like, go back. Look at all their outfits. Like, they're all decently dressed up. The girls look nice. The guys are wearing... Not sure what this square picture is on his shirt. That's interesting decision to wear a JPEG on your white t-shirt, but all the more power to you. And then there's just Aqua with... What does it even say? Bibinmin? What is that? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. They're trying to push him to do it. Is Aqua gonna go get the information out of the director now? Yeah, that's all he seems to care about right now. Is getting the information out of the director. Oh, wow. I feel like that says they've been doing it for a while. Doing the show for a while. We started dating after getting to know each other on the show, but we are now going our separate ways. We apologize for the sudden announcement. Okay, so yeah, it's like there's different scenarios where some end up actually falling in love and go way further in life and get married, and some just don't end up working out. Yeah, the sake of appearances. Like you tried to do to Akane? I won't forget what this director did. Well, I don't know if he's the director, but the guy that Aqua spoke to in the last episode, I haven't forgotten what you did. As he's just chugging that beer. Jesus. Yeah, okay, at least he knows he's terrible. Where'd the bad kid go? Oh, is he getting info from the director? Yup, he is. Yeah, well, that's... them. They're pieces of shit. Nobody cares what they think. Nobody gives a damn. No way he's not gonna give him information. Ah, he uploaded it to their official account. Because it was in his contract. They couldn't get him for it. Yep, your show succeeded. Now give him the information that he wants. That little half grin. Trying to define what their relationship is, right? Right up front. Ooh, did she see right through him that he's gonna try and use her? Well, obviously she doesn't see that he's trying to use her, but she can see that his feelings aren't exactly romantic. That is no lie. Oh, they're actually dating in secret. That's interesting. So she doesn't want their relationship to be all out in public. That's pretty smart. Aqua's not. Yeah, I think that line, I guess I can never tell, is he is not as good at reading people as I think he hopes, as I think he wants to be. Okay. Looking like Call of the Night with that's what it's called, right? Call of the Night? I think so. Call of the Night with all these colors. Looking very vibrant. What's up with her? I feel like this can't be the last we're gonna see of her. She's gonna have a bigger role, right? She's in the opening a good amount. What's with this silence? I wonder what those setbacks could be. Oh! Ooh, is it gonna be her, Kana, and Ruby? That would be an elite lineup idol group. Oh, he's totally serious. Because he only wants to bring in people that he trusts to be around Ruby, and he's been around her enough, and we've seen enough conversations from them. She seems like a decently trustworthy person, but as we found out earlier, Aqua's not as good at reading people as I think he wants to be. Ooh, she likes that offer. Hell yeah. Dude, such a good episode. Dude, I can't describe how much I love this show, man. This is becoming quickly one of my favorites of all time. It's so well written and just a genuinely well-rounded show. Lots to unpack this episode, but generally speaking, I feel like I got a lot of my thoughts out throughout the episode. So if you want to hear any of the comments or anything that I made, they'll be throughout the video. I'm just very interested to see how this group of three works. Obviously, in the opening, we see that Ruby is walking with two others. I assume this next arc is going to probably be involving Ruby, Kana, and Mem as they traverse becoming a bigger idol group, and I'm sure the season will end on something like that. At least that's where it seems to be heading. But we've got our group of three for that now. It'll be interesting to see how they do as an idol group. Aqua has now resigned himself to use Akane to the best of his ability. Not quite sure what that entails yet, but this face on the screen right here doesn't scream the best intentions. So I guess we'll see where that goes. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy my reaction. I will be here until this season ends. This is such a good show. Thank you guys for all the support that this series has gotten me. I love watching it. I'm glad you guys do too. But that's going to wrap it up for my reaction to Oshi no Ko Episode 9. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope you all have a good day.